Alright, so I'm gonna try a new game called Oxygen Not Included. It's in the early stages of development, so alpha game is alpha, and it should be interesting. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but it looks like a lot of fun. And I have not played this at all, by the way. So this is my first time turning it on. So it looks like they have a thermal upgrade. Cool. So, yay! We have temperature stuff. Okay, cool. So this is kind of like a colony simulation game. It's obviously it's dev build, and it is made by the same guys who did like Don't Starve and I think it's Invisible Ink, that kind of thing. It's a lot of very character. It's that same kind of character thing. Like if you've played Don't Starve, you recognize this kind of art styling. And I'm pretty actually impressed with what I've seen so far of the game, because it's got a lot of really interesting stuff that I haven't seen much before. So what you start off with is your kind of usual assemble your crew, and they have attributes like learning, strength, athletics, all of those. They each have traits. So like this guy's a quick learner, so his learning is up, so he skills up faster, but he has IBS, which sucks. So he takes longer to poop. And then he expects a level 10 decor, and if he's too stressed, he starts destructing things. Then we have, so he's a level 7 bodybuilder, and then Bert here is a level 7 chef, which means he's really good at cooking. Ooh, he's got a -3 to learning, so he takes longer to scale up and is slower at research, but they don't get sick, and that's the slow learning. That's where they get the -3, and if they're stressed they throw up. Okay, and then Devin is a level 5 miner. You kind of see the various things that you can get, and interesting, they've got a level 4, but they've also got slow learner. You can also shuffle them, and I think I'm going to shuffle this one. They like mornings, and they're a mouth breather. Ooh, that's not cool. Oh! Look at all that. I think we're gonna go with this person. So, let's see here. This one is funny. I very briefly watched somebody play just a mini-series of this to check it out, and Narcoleptic is funny because they literally do just like pass out randomly. This guy looks really good. I think we'll go with that one. So, what else do I need? I need somebody who's really good at digging. So, alright. They really don't give a crap about decor. They can't research. That's kind of annoying. It's only Bert here can research, so I think actually I'm going to skip that. Here we go. They've got good digging and tinkering. Alright, we'll go with this. They've got a small bladder, so they have to pee a lot. But that's fine. And whatever, crater's fine. Embark! Let's go! So, here's what we start off with. I'm gonna... Oh. Alert! Your crew has awoken miles beneath the surface of an unfamiliar terrestrial body. Oddly, they have no recollection of how they got here. It might be best to start digging. Okay, so let's pause. Excuse me. So this is the map that we start off with. You start off with this limited area that you can see. The rest of it's kind of in fog of war. And you have your 3 replicants You have a printing pod, which every 1,491 seconds, you have the option of taking a new duplicate. You do not have to, but you can. And you have a ration box here that has a certain amount of food. And then, as you can see, when I hover over this, it tells me what each tile is consisting of. So like this one is oxygen. Oxygen is not a given, as you can probably tell by the name of the game. So this is breathable gas. There's a high concentration of it in here, and it also gives me the temperature, which is 19.3 degrees Celsius. That's all stuff you're gonna have to pay attention to. And so, like, various areas have different amounts. So, like, this one has a low concentration of oxygen. This one's also high. Let me see if I can find... Okay, so here's another one. So, some of this is unbreathable because it's too low of oxygen. This is a vacuum. There is no oxygen in there. That's bad. Let's see here. Vacuum, oxygen. I do not see any non-breathable areas in here, which is like of toxic gas, which is good, because if I can open this up, the oxygen will flow. They have a gas system in the game, which is cool. And then the next thing they have is fluid dynamics. This is still a little buggy, but it's not terrible. Like, as you can see, it's kind of like whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, that's kind of just the system being buggy. But there is water, and there's also contaminated water and other such liquids. Doesn't look like I have any contaminated water in this area either. This is a pretty good starting spot, it looks like. Then the next thing is you have your like ground, essentially. So there's things like oxalite, which emits oxygen, and it does run out. So once it's out of... Oh, blimey. I'm sorry, I'm like yawning like mad. So once it emits all of its oxygen, the oxalite vanishes, which is not the best, but so you have like sandstone, sand. If you say dig out underneath here, this sand will fall. So it does have like that kind of dynamics. So this is algae, which is good because you eat algae. Copper, some dirt. You also end up eating dirt. Coal. Ooh, there's some fertilizer down here. Sand. That is a ton of algae, so we're gonna want that. There's some more oxalite. Okay, this is not a bad starting spot at all. So what we're gonna start off with is we're going to dig out as much of this as we can, like that. So let's get them started, and I'm gonna kind of go over some of the other things. So like, I don't need that. And there we go. So we require toilets, which is kind of a given. To start off with, you only get an outhouse. And yeah, it's got no piping, so it doesn't require water, but it has to be emptied of polluted dirt, which is problematic, but it is what it is, right? Later on, you can get better plumbing options, like an actual like toilet that flushes and such. There's ration boxes that store the food, and then we'll have to get a micro musher, which produces food for the duplicants. And there's a space heater, so like if this gets cold, I'm not seeing anywhere that's particularly cold right now. Oh, here we go, you can see over here. So we have polluted oxygen, which is very toxic, and we have polluted water. This is bad. We're gonna have to clean that up if we want to go that way. So, next up, we desperately need, let's see here, cots. We need cots for each of our people. So we're gonna pop these 3 cots in so that they can have a place to sleep. And as you can see, that sand fell, so now I'm gonna have to say dig that. And we are also going to, let's see here, I don't know where everything is yet, so this might take me a little bit. Tile all of this and that. Okay, and we need somewhere to create food. So, actually, I'm gonna wait on that. And we are going to make another level before we do that. So, I want them to dig this out. And let's see here. Where is... This might take me a little bit to find some things. Where the heck are ladders? Oh my gosh, I was just being blind. Okay. So we're gonna have this go up. There we go. Okay. So, alright, that's good. Let me check. So, alright. I'm going to have them also dig out over here. Like that, and this is gonna be our toilet. I don't really want it in the same room that they're sleeping in, just, you know. Okay, so here's another cool thing. There is a priority system, and it's numbered priority. So, I can say, I want this priority 6, and go like that, and they will do this before they do that, because that is a priority 5, and this is 6, and you can go all the way up to 9. Which I think is super cool. That way I can say, like, okay, I want you to do this first, and then this, and then this, and then this, and kind of strategically say what you want them to do or not do, which I think is awesome. Ooh, we're gonna have a problem here, because they're gonna dig this out, and the sand is gonna fall. That was my bad. I wasn't paying enough attention. I would have done that one shorter, because I don't actually need it 4 tall. I just thought it looked cool. So, oh, yeah, we've got skill increases. Sweet. Digging is up, which is good, because they are going to do a lot of digging. We're going to add those in. Ooh, muckroot. So, that's cool. Okay, so here's the next bit. As you can see in here, it's carbon dioxide, because they breathe in oxygen and out carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is not breathable. So, they're going to have problems if there's not enough oxygen, which currently it's low concentration over here. So we are going to have to take care of that. We're gonna go like this, and I'm gonna put in let's see here. I'm gonna put in a door if I can find it. I'm just blind. Oh, they've switched this. So, this is a pneumatic door. It closes room so that blocking the flow of gas or liquid. This is a manual airlock, so it seals between. So, well, I'll put that in there for now, because I don't have much of a choice. And we will put our little outhouse there. And I want this to be a higher priority, which it looks like he's already doing anyway, so I don't have to worry about that. Next up, do we have our ladder going? Yes, okay, good. So, we are going to have another level in here. So, that's 2. Okay, we're just going to make it up top here, I think. This is low concentration of gas up there, and I really don't want that, but let's dig this out. We're going to have you dig all along here. And I will make this the next thing. So I did that and not here because I want the oxalite to permeate out for a little bit. Because that shit's useful. Okay. So, we have a toilet now! Yay! Okay, so I'm gonna say sweep, just to give them something to do. Sweep all this up. Okay. You know what? I gotta get this done. So we'll say dig all of this out. Go, little guys, go. Let's see here. So you can see some of their stuff. So they have, like, they're inhaling a certain amount, they're exhaling a certain amount. They've got things like New Hope because it's a new colony, and then other such things like, so they have dirty hands, that's a negative. Drab decor, that's not the best thing ever either. It also tells me what I need to know, like what they're doing. So, you know, going to dig, breathing, like, you know, going to dig. So you can see that, which is good. Oh, they're cold. Okay, so this area is obviously a little colder. We will have to take care of that, but at the moment, I'm more concerned with getting them to dig this out because I want their, like, sleeping space and their workspace to be separate. Oh, so colony report ready. This is the next thing. Each day, you get a colony report that tells you how much you're generating, how much you're moving, and what the net is. This is really useful because it tells you if you need to up or down certain things. Obviously, I need to get oxygen generation going. I need to get power started, and I need to get a food source because this is just negatives right now. The good news is like total stress was 45%, and we've gone down by 43%, which is good. So that means my colony stress, which you can see up here, right now is 0%. That is just a good thing. And you'll be able to see each day, so you'll have next day, previous day, etc. in this daily report, which is good. Okay, so next thing. I haven't looked at some of this, so this is like their vitals, how full they are, how much they've ate, their stress levels. Okay, that's cool. There's our daily report. This is our research screen. We do not have research yet, so that's not going to be doing anything. So this is the job screen, the things they can and can't do. I have everybody set to do everything right now, just because I desperately need everything to be done. Okay, so we've got some of this done. I'm going to really quick pop in tile there and tell you guys, prioritize this, and then I'm going to get power going. So power is literally a hamster wheel, which just cracks me up. Once they get this built, must be on solid ground. Alright. Oh, come on, guys. Get this shit in. Oh, they're eating. I'm okay with that. Come on. Let's up the priority even more. Get this done. Where is he going? Oh, he's pooping. Acceptable. Oh, shit. So, tile. Like I said, this is gonna slowly vanish, over time. And I will have to replace that with tile, but for right now, it's fine. Food source. I do not have enough resources. Okay. So, I'm gonna have to try to get some, so we can get a food source going up in here. Looks like I've got some copper ore over there. Do I have any more convenient? Let's just say dig out all of that. But first I want them to finish this because I gotta get oxygen generation. Because we are going to run out of oxygen and suffocate, and that would just be bad. I really like how easy to see this stuff is, so like I can clearly see like what's here and what's not. Oh, this is entombed, so that must have fallen from up there. Let me dig that out. Like just how easy to read all of this is. I can see what I've tagged for people to do. I've seen what things need. It's really nice how at a glance you can see so much stuff. And if you need to know specific things, there are these overlays. So, like, I can have an oxygen overlay, which tells me, like, all of this is carbon dioxide, and it's unbreathable. I can see high, sufficient, and low concentrations of gas. So, like, this is just sufficient, which isn't the best. This is starting to get filled with carbon dioxide, which is bad. I'm going to have to fix that. And you could just see, like, you know, unbreathable. Oh, so this is chlorine gas, and looks like polluted oxygen, and I thought I saw hydrogen in there, but it looks, yeah, there's a little tiny bit of hydrogen in there. Okay, yeah, that's something I'm gonna have to be aware of. Next overlay is like for the power grid, which I don't have right now. You can see the temperatures, so like this is cooler, this is like warmer and starting to get like that. This is really warm over here, it looks like. Which I like this because it's very simple to see, like, you know, it's just the red-blue scale. So you can see, like, this is something I'm not familiar with here. Body heat retention and loss. So, which is kind of interesting. You can see that where the light is. If I had plumbing, gas, you can see what the decor looks like. So, like, high decor, low decor. And then my priority overlay. So I'm gonna shut that off. Oh, my narcoleptic person fell asleep again. Oh, bed beyond reach. I've got to get the rest of the oxalite vanished. So let's put those in, and let's make those like super top priority here. I wanted that 9. There we go. Get that done. What are you? You're digging. Okay. Next up, I'm missing too many resources to build anything right now, which kind of sucks. Let's speed this up. Hopefully we can get this tile in. Awaiting material delivery. Are you guys like stuck or something? Let's move you there. Okay, maybe that'll unstick you. Okay, that's got you unstuck. Oi, move. Oi. Move. There we go. I'm not sure what's going on here. So let's cancel that. And then cancel that. I'm not sure what was going on there. So, hopefully, I don't know what the heck is going on here, but let's get my manual generator in. Okay, cycle 2 report ready. And again, I have all negatives because for some reason all of my people got stuck doing nothing for a little while there. I've got these little dudes up here. Little hatches. Emitting coal. Interesting. So, nocturnal scavenging. Okay. They're kind of cool. It gives me their melting point. It tells me what the melting point of a hatch is. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm a big of a nerd that I think that stuff is awesome. Oh, we want to dig. This stuff. Are we just having... Is this just going to be problematic here? Alright, I'm just going to say cancel that. I'm done. I will let you guys do your thing for a while, and then we'll put that in. Alright. And then the next thing I'm going to need is this, but I don't have enough metal. Ah! Okay. So, I'm going to say... Yeah, let's prioritize this so I can get a little bit more metal up in here. So this is essentially a hamster wheel. I need to put a couple batteries in and run the electrical wire through. And then they will run on that and generate electricity. So I do too have restrooms. It's just in a kind of crappy area. So what we're gonna do actually is we're gonna say open. I want that just to be open so that this can permeate out a little bit, because that's a problem. And the next thing I need is these. Insufficient materials. Dang it! Alright. Next up. We are digging out as much of this as I can. Just dig, 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 because I desperately need more materials. I'll just say, keep going up. Alright, so I want you to prioritize this and that. Because I can't do any of this if I don't have materials. Ah! Okay. Oh. Shift. Okay. So we're digging. Digging, digging, digging. And I think that... excuse me. I don't know why, but like it's all this talk of oxygen. I'm super yawny right now. We are gonna put in an oxygen generator there and there, I think, for right now. And then we gotta power those up. So we go electrical wire and electrical wire. Okay. How are we doing? Oh. Let's check my oxygen overlay. So this is just like toxic. Alright, so what we're gonna need to do is kind of create a carbon dioxide like sink, essentially. So what would be a good spot to do it? I think since I'm gonna want to get that water anyway at some point, we are gonna dig down here. And we will put in a ladder to facilitate this. There we go. But first, I need some of this other stuff done. Okay, there's that. And then power. So what I just put in is their manual, their musher. Microbe musher. It's kind of gross, but they take things like dirt and mealworms and turn them into something that is at least reasonably edible. So we are gonna let's actually hit the up priority. Up all of that in priority. And this, because we need oxygen very, very badly. Okay, so he's building, looks like he is building the electrical wire, and this one is also building electrical wire. So, and then see, like, they're running on their little hamster wheel, and it's generating electricity in here, which is helpful because we need that. And then once this is done, they'll put algae in here, and it'll output oxygen, which we need very badly, because as you can see from my oxygen overlay, we are getting low, and I don't really want my guys to die from lack of oxygen, because that will be bad. Oh, I'll have another duplicate soon. I think they might have to wait though. Okay, cool. So this is awaiting material delivery. I'm gonna make this a pretty high priority. because, okay. Because we really need oxygen. So they put the algae in, and it's outputting oxygen. Yay! And if I go over here, you can see that this is the concentration of oxygen there is going up. So that is helpful. And we're going to dig down because carbon dioxide is heavier than oxygen, so it's going to sink down to wherever I go. And as soon as this pipe is done here, and I'm also going to up the priority of this one as well. Okay, actually, let's go over the microbe mushers. So we have two different things we can create here. We have mush bar, which is just basic crappy food, and then lice loaf, which is made out of meal lice, which I don't currently have. So this is higher quality, which is good, but we don't have any meal lice. Yay, more skill. They're currently holding their breath because I have crap for oxygen, but let's see here. It is getting better, slowly. I might need to make another one of these because we are doing so crappy on the oxygen right now. So I think I will. I think I'm going to put one over here by our toilet, and power, electrical wire, and you can actually go like this, which I'm going to do because that'll help the decor in the area. So they are slowly making my sump there, which is good, and that'll also give me a source of water. Ideally we'll use this one, but for right now this is fine. And let's kind of go like that, just to make it a little easier for them to get to the water. We're just having issues right here. Alpha game is alpha, essentially. So hopefully we will have some of our oxygen problems resolved. I might have them dig there. Just make a little gap there. I don't know what the heck is wrong with this spot, but whatever. They'll just have to keep trying. Ooh, cycle 3 report ready. So, as you can see, we have actually produced some oxygen. Not enough, but at least some. We have not had any calorie generation. And again, our stress levels have evened out, which is good. No one has been idle, which I'm happy about. And I've had, 5 skill increases. Sweet. So, I have another duplicate available. I don't know that I'm going to grab them, but I'm going to look at it. So, you can pick one of these. You cannot shuffle them like you could at the beginning, but you have the option to reject all if you want. So, again, same thing. Amphibious, slow learner, and can't dig. That is not okay. This person, this is a good one. So diver's lungs, they consume less air, which is good. They fart a lot though. Okay. They're good at digging and they're strong. I want athletics because that's what you use for the food generation or the electricity generation. But they get sick a lot, and I really just don't want to deal with that. So if I'm going to go with someone, it's going to be stinky probably. Because like they can't dig, and a lot of what I do is dig. So since they're just sleeping, we're going to speed this up a little bit and let them get going. I don't know what the heck is wrong with this one, but it says dig pending. Well, there's nothing there to dig. You know what? We're just gonna Okay. And like this one is dig as well. There's nothing there to dig. I mean, it's so confusing right now. But let's see if we can kind of get around that by going like that. I mean, it's a waste of resources, but it's better to get that thing plugged in than not, you know? So let's check my oxygen overlay. As you can see, my carbon dioxide is settling down there. We still got a lot over here, so I would like to settle that down too. But, you know, it is what it is. There's not a lot I can do about that. And let's say prioritize this. And we will see if this actually works. Okay, okay, it went up and around. I'm okay with that. That's fine. They need water, but I'm digging down to that now, so they will get that soon. And we're getting this one up and running too, so as you can see, we are getting there on the oxygen. That's a relief. This side is still unbreathable, so they have to hold their breath to poop, but they will deal right now. I'm working on it. I think what we might do next is get tier stations, a research station going, like so, and then power that sucker up. Actually, we're gonna go down and over and up. This is ugly, but it functions, and that tile is glitched out. It happens. It's an alpha game, you know? Okay, so looks like we are getting... Okay, this makes me a lot happier. So look, we are pushing this down here and getting more oxygen, and that's good. That's just good. So we can't make food until problem. That's a pretty big problem right there. Don't want my research station to just fall over. So, okay, we have various pieces of research we can do. We can do farming, gas piping, liquid piping, power regulation, and interior decor. So, for me, I think the first thing I want to do is farming so I can get a source of food. Because planter boxes will periodically produce food. The next thing I think I would like to do is plumbing, because that's also pretty freaking useful. So, let's see here. Alright, my cycle 4 report is ready, and I have new duplicates available. So, these are the same ones. I meant to click that. So, yay! We are now producing more oxygen than we are consuming. Happy. Next up is getting a food source and kind of solving some of this calorie generation out. We do have some stress happening, understandable, but it is what it is, right? And cool. I think that I'm going to get Stinky here. And we will toss in their cot, and we will call it a day for this bit. Let me know what you think of it. I'm having a lot of fun with this. I'm probably going to continue this series just because I think it's a lot of fun and I think it's a really interesting game. So go ahead and comment below and let me know what you think. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Alright, welcome back. We are gonna be doing some more oxygen not included here. I can't see comments on the last episode because I'm actually just gonna record this one straight away after because I didn't want to stop playing. I think you can understand that. So Oh, poor Marie having to clean out the poop tank. Poor thing. So we will need to sort that out shortly. So let's see here. Let's check out my oxygen overlay again. We are doing well on the oxygen. That is happy, happy, happy. Okay, so, oops, I double clicked on accident. We did get another duplicant last time. We picked up Stinky here, who is just fine, actually. Which is cool. Okay, so I'm gonna say let's sweep all of this up. No fabrication is queued. I'm not sure how to do that. Select research. Farming. Building lacks resources. Wait, something's entombed. Okay. We need to dig that out. And then lacks resources. And my microbe musher doesn't have mush. So obviously I need to dig more. Okay, see they have access to water here, which is good. We are gonna come over here and dig out some more of this sucker. And I guess we might as well dig this way for a bit. So this is all sand, which is good because that's how you filter water, which we are going to need to do at some point. Oh, he is eating my stuff. How do I get rid of you? Attack? Okay, apparently it is attack. Cool. Shiny. I will have to do that next time. Hey. Insufficient oxygen. Oh, it's probably up here where it's a low concentration. Which is understandable. We are going to start tiling this stuff up next. I'm gonna go... No. Cancel that. Okay. Then we will dig this up. And just go all along here. And then we will dig out this. And I'm gonna tell them, oh, aww, and we crashed. That makes me sad. So we'll just report the crash and quit desktop. And this is kind of sad.